Welcome back to the channel Wisdom of Stoicism. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been hurt so badly it changed you? Someone betrayed you, lied to you, used your kindness, and then acted like you were the problem. They smiled, they walked away, and you were left holding all the pain. You wanted to scream, you wanted to fight back, you wanted them to feel what they made you feel. But something inside you said, stay silent. And that silence might have been the smartest thing you ever did. You see, there's a power in not reacting. There's a wisdom in walking away without a single word. And Stoic philosophy shows us exactly how to use that silence, not just to heal, but to rise. This isn't a video about revenge. This is a video about domination, not through violence or words, but through discipline, through calm, through becoming so powerful they regret ever crossing you. I'm going to give you the smartest way to destroy the people who hurt you, not with anger but with elevation, not with noise but with silence. So if you've been hurt, if someone made you feel small, if you've ever walked away from pain in silence, this video is your weapon. Don't blink, don't scroll. Let's begin. Number 1. The illusion of revenge. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been so hurt by someone that it left a hole inside you? Maybe they lied to you, cheated you, humiliated you in front of others, and you thought to yourself, I'm going to make them pay. That feeling is natural. We're human. We want to protect our pride. We want justice. But here's the truth most people never hear. Revenge doesn't free you, it traps you. You see, when someone hurts you, and you spend your energy thinking about how to get back at them, you're still giving them power. They hurt you once, but now you're hurting yourself. Again and again. That's why Stoic philosophers taught us something powerful. They said the best revenge is no revenge at all. It sounds strange, doesn't it? You might be thinking, wait, so I just let them walk all over me? No, that's not what Stoicism is about. Stoicism doesn't tell you to be weak. It tells you to be wiser. It teaches you to rise above, not sink down to their level. Because when you act out of anger, you become the very thing you hate. Let me take you back to ancient Rome. There was a man named Marcus Aurelius. He wasn't just a philosopher, he was the emperor, the most powerful man in the world. Every day he faced betrayal. People lied to him, backstabbed him, plotted against him. But you know what he wrote in his personal journal? He said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. He didn't scream. He didn't get even. He stayed calm. He focused on being a better man. That's real strength. That's silent power. And that's what you're going to learn in this video. We're not here to teach you how to fight fire with fire. We're here to teach you how to extinguish fire with your calm. To destroy your enemies without saying a word. Because the truth is, success is the loudest revenge. Silence is the sharpest sword. Stay with me, because what's coming next will change the way you see conflict forever. Number 2. Control is power. Here's something you need to hear. The person who hurt you, they don't control you. Not anymore. They might have caused you pain in the past. But the moment you choose not to react, you take your power back. Stoicism is based on a simple but life-changing idea. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. That's where your real power lives. Not in shouting louder, not in proving a point, but in your self-mastery. Imagine this. Someone insults you in front of others. They want a reaction. They want to see you get angry, emotional, maybe even lash out. But instead, you stay silent. You look at them, and then walk away. Not because you're weak, but because you know they don't deserve your energy. At that moment, you've won. Without saying a single word. That's power. And not the kind that comes from revenge, but the kind that comes from discipline. Epictetus, another great Stoic, was born a slave. He had every reason to be bitter, to fight back, to hate the world. But instead, he chose a different path. He said, Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Think about that for a second. You're not free when you react to every insult. You're not free when other people control your emotions. You're only free when you can choose your response. Calmly, silently, strongly. Let me share something simple but powerful. When someone offends you, they expect noise. They want to pull you into drama. But when you respond with silence, they start to feel foolish. They look around, waiting for your reaction, but you're already gone. You're already focused on your next goal. You're already rising. That's how Stoics destroy their enemies. Not with words, but with elevation. You must train your mind every day to pause before you react, to ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Or am I giving away my peace to someone who doesn't deserve it? Remember, your calmness is a shield. Your silence is a sword. And the more control you have over yourself, the less control anyone has over you. Number 3, let karma do the talking. Let's be honest, there's a part of us that wants to see them pay. We imagine the perfect moment when they get what they deserve, when everyone sees the truth, when justice is finally served. But here's the thing, you don't have to be the one to do it, because life has its own way of balancing the scales. That's karma, and karma never misses. The Stoics believed in universal justice, not revenge. They trusted that the truth always comes out in the end, that the person who lies will eventually be exposed, that the one who hurts others will face consequences, and that you, if you stay calm, will rise above the noise. Seneca once said, "Time discovers truth." That means you don't have to rush to clear your name. You don't have to prove anything. Just live in a way that makes their words meaningless. Let me tell you a true story. A man was working at a corporate office. He was quiet, focused, honest, but his coworker, jealous of his performance, began spreading lies, accused him of stealing credit, started rumors, tried to ruin his reputation. The man was hurt, but instead of fighting back, he kept his head down, did his job, stayed silent. 3 months later, the manager discovered the truth. The accuser was fired, and the man, he was promoted, respected, trusted more than ever. He never said a word. He let his actions speak louder than gossip. That's Stoicism in action. That's the silent destruction of enemies. Because here's a secret most people don't know. When you stop reacting, you stop feeding the fire. And eventually, the fire burns itself out. Let karma do the talking. Let the truth do the work. You focus on your path. Here's what you can do. If someone hurts you, lies about you, mocks you, ask yourself one question. Is their opinion more important than my peace? If the answer is no, then walk away. Keep building, keep growing, because success is karma's favorite weapon. Marcus Aurelius said, "How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks." Every second you waste trying to get even is a second you lose building a better life. So the next time someone wrongs you, smile, stay silent, and watch. Watch what karma does. Watch what time reveals. Watch how their actions speak for themselves, while you rise quietly. Number 4, become unbothered. There's a powerful thing that happens when you stop letting people get to you. You become unbothered. And when you become unbothered, you become unstoppable. You see, most people who hurt you aren't looking for justice. They're looking for a reaction. They want you to explode, to cry, to scream, to fight. Because when you react, you make them feel powerful. But Stoicism teaches us the opposite. The less you react, the more control you gain. Your silence ruins their plan. Your peace confuses their chaos. Let me ask you this. Have you ever ignored someone completely, and they started acting even worse just to get your attention? That's because your silence is louder than their words, and it drives them crazy. Epictetus said, "It is not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." So when someone insults you, it's not the insult that hurts you, It's the meaning you give to it. If you don't take it personally, it dies right there. But if you let it into your heart, it grows like a weed. So here's the trick. You must train your mind to become emotionally bulletproof. Not cold, just calm. Not heartless, just unshakable. Imagine this scene. You're walking into a room. Someone who dislikes you throws a comment your way. Sarcastic, petty, immature. All eyes turn to you. They expect drama. But you just smile and move on. No need to defend. No need to explain. You're too focused on something bigger. And what happens? They shrink. They lose power because you didn't feed their fire. Here's your daily Stoic exercise. Every time someone tries to disturb your peace, pause, take one deep breath, and ask, is this worth my energy? Or is silence the better answer? Because silence is not weakness. It's a weapon, a silent sword that slices through drama and leaves no mess behind. The more calm you become, the louder your presence gets. People will wonder how you stay so composed. They'll try harder to provoke you, but it won't work, because you've chosen peace over pettiness. So, if they try to bring you down, don't respond, don't argue, don't defend, just rise, quietly, powerfully, unbothered. Number 5. Self-improvement as your greatest weapon. Here's something powerful. The best way to destroy those who hurt you is to become a better version of yourself. Not by fighting them, but by focusing on your own growth. When you improve yourself, your mind, your body, your skills, your habits, you create a gap that no one can cross. A gap between who you are and who they want to see you be. Imagine this. Someone tries to tear you down with words, but you're too busy getting stronger mentally and physically. You're reading more. You're working out. You're learning new things. You're chasing your goals. Your success becomes your silent answer. It says, I'm not stuck in the past. I'm not wasting my energy on drama. I'm building something greater. This is the ultimate silent revenge. Because the person who hurt you, they're stuck watching you rise higher and higher. And all they can do is watch. Powerless. Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Just be better. Every day. Bit by bit. Here's a simple action step. Write down 3 areas in your life where you want to improve. Could be your health, your career, your mindset. Then commit to taking small, daily actions in those areas. Focus on progress, not perfection. And when your growth becomes visible, when your life changes, that's when your silent enemies will realize they lost. They lost because you refused to waste time on hatred. You chose strength. You chose growth. You chose yourself. And that's a victory worth celebrating. Number 6. Detach from the need to win. Here's a truth that's hard to swallow. When you need to win, you actually lose. Because needing to win means you're still tied to the fight. You're still hooked on proving a point, defending yourself, or getting revenge. But Stoicism teaches something deeper. True strength comes when you detach from the need to win. When you stop caring about the outcome. When you let go of the struggle. You free yourself. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, lost everything in a shipwreck. His home, his fortune, even his family's belongings. But he didn't lose his peace. He said, now I am on a better journey. Because he chose to let go of what he couldn't control. What if you could do the same? What if instead of holding on tight to anger or pain, you simply let it go? Detaching isn't about giving up. It's about choosing your battles wisely. It's about understanding that not every fight deserves your energy. Some people will never change. Some wounds take time to heal. And when you accept that, you start to grow stronger inside. Imagine how much lighter your mind will feel when you stop needing to prove your worth to someone who already doubts you. When you stop chasing their approval or their validation. The truth is, your peace is more valuable than winning any argument. So here's your challenge. The next time you feel the urge to get even or defend yourself, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this fight worth losing my peace over? If the answer is no, then let go. Detach. Walk away quietly, like a river flowing around a rock. Because sometimes the smartest destruction of your enemy is to simply not be there for their drama. You win by not playing their game. You win by rising above the noise. You win by choosing peace over petty battles. And that is the true power of Stoicism. Number 7. Build boundaries, not battles. One of the smartest ways to protect yourself from people who hurt you is not to fight them, is to build boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls to keep others out because you hate them. They're fences that protect your peace, your time, your energy. Stoics believed that your inner peace is sacred, and they knew some people will never respect your limits, no matter how clearly you communicate. So what do? You stop explaining. You stop trying to change them. You simply distance yourself. Let me be clear, this isn't weakness. This is wisdom. When someone constantly disrespects you, belittles you, or drains your energy, you owe it to yourself to step away, quietly, without drama, without a fight, because trying to reason with a toxic person is like shouting into the wind. You only waste your breath and your peace. Here's the real power. You don't owe anyone your presence. You don't owe anyone your energy. If they don't respect you, cut them off silently. No explanations, no arguments. Just protect your inner fortress. Think of it this way, your life is a garden. You choose what to plant and what to pull out. Toxic people are weeds. The longer you let them grow, the more they choke your growth. But when you prune your life carefully, you make room for healthy, nourishing relationships. You make space to grow stronger, happier, and more peaceful. This is the smartest way to destroy those who hurt you, not with words, not with revenge, but with boundaries. A calm, silent boundary that says, I respect myself too much to tolerate your disrespect. Practice this. Set your boundaries clearly and stick to them. And watch how your life changes. Number 8. Let your life speak. Think about this for a moment. When someone hurts you, your first instinct might be to fight back, to defend yourself with words, with anger, or even with revenge. But here's what Stoicism teaches us. Sometimes the best way to respond is not with noise or action. It's with silence, with calm, with living well. Imagine two people. One spends hours every day arguing, complaining, trying to prove others wrong. The other focuses on building something meaningful: health, skills, relationships, peace of mind. Who do you think will truly win? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, knew this well. He said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This means stop wasting your energy on battles you don't need to fight. Instead, become the best version of yourself. Picture yourself months or years from now. You're calm in chaos. You're strong when others fall apart. You're peaceful while others rage. Your life is a clear message to those who doubted you. Your progress is the quiet victory they never saw coming. Let me tell you why this is powerful. When you respond with silence and growth, you take away their control over your emotions. You no longer give them power to hurt or upset you. Your calm becomes their frustration, and the world will notice. People will see your success, your confidence, your happiness. No need for you to brag or shout. Your life will speak louder than any words ever could. This is the kind of revenge that doesn't destroy others. It destroys their influence over you. It frees you. It lifts you. So instead of wasting time and energy trying to prove them wrong, spend that time improving yourself. Learn a new skill. Build a new habit. Take care of your mind and body. Set goals and smash them. Every step forward is a silent victory. Every achievement is a quiet knockout. And when you look back, you'll realize the best way to destroy those who hurt you wasn't to fight them. It was to rise above. To become someone so strong, so confident, so unshakable, that their words no longer matter, that their attacks bounce off like raindrops. That's real power. That's real freedom. So ask yourself, What kind of life do I want to build? One wasted on fighting shadows? Or one shining so bright it leaves darkness behind? Your answer will be your greatest revenge. Live it. Own it. Let your life speak for itself. Number 9. The Stoic inner fortress. Become untouchable from within. Imagine having a place inside you that no one can reach. A place so strong, so peaceful, that no insult, no attack, no drama can ever shake it. This is your inner fortress, the real power no one can steal. Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, they all taught that true strength comes from within, not from outside. Here's the truth. People can say cruel things. People can try to hurt you, but they cannot control how you feel. They cannot control your mind unless you let them. That is where your power lives. When you build your inner fortress, you protect your peace. You become untouchable. You become unstoppable. So how do you build this fortress? Start small. Every day. A little practice. A little discipline. First, take 5 minutes each morning, just 5 minutes, to sit quietly. No phone. No distractions. Breathe deeply. Focus on your breath. Feel the calm wash over you. This is your training ground. Second, keep a journal. Write down what hurts you, what angers you, what worries you, then write how you choose to respond. Writing helps clear the noise in your mind. It reminds you that you are the one in charge. Third, read something inspiring every day. It can be a quote from Marcus Aurelius, a passage from Epictetus, or even a short story about overcoming struggle. These reminders fuel your fortress walls. They remind you who you really are: strong, calm, in control. Now try this for a week. No quick reactions to insults. No heated arguments. Just calm silence and steady control. See how your energy changes. Watch how people expect a reaction and get nothing. They get frustrated. You get stronger. Because your inner fortress is a silent power. It's not loud or aggressive. It doesn't need to prove anything. It just is. And the more you build it, the less they can hurt you. You become the person who walks through life unshaken, unbothered by petty drama or attacks. That's true strength. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. So remember, the smartest way to destroy those who hurt you is not to fight them with words, not to show anger, but to build a fortress inside yourself so strong they cannot touch you anymore. This is silent victory. This is Stoic power. This is the way of the wise. Number 10. Rise and reign in silence. Let's take a moment to really understand this. The smartest way to destroy those who hurt you is not by fighting back, not by yelling louder or insulting them right back, not by proving who's right or wrong. It's by rising above. Think of it like this. Imagine two people standing in a room. One is shouting, angry, trying to tear the other down. The other stands quietly, calm, steady, with a confidence that fills the space. Who wins the room? It's the calm one every time. Why? Because anger and noise are temporary. They fade away. But calmness, confidence, and quiet strength, they last. This is the core of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius faced enemies every day. People who wanted to see him fail, who insulted and betrayed him. Did he argue back? No. He wrote quietly in his journal, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." That means, don't become the person who hurt you. Instead, be better. But what does that look like in real life? It means when someone tries to hurt you, whether with words or actions, you don't react. You don't feed their fire. You don't give them the satisfaction of your anger. You stay calm. You stay focused. You keep working on yourself, your mind, your body, your goals. And slowly but surely, your life becomes better. Your success grows. Your peace grows. Your happiness grows. Meanwhile, those who tried to hurt you, they stay stuck in their own bitterness and drama. Their attempts to bring you down only show their weakness. You, on the other hand, become a living example of strength. And here's the kicker. You don't have to say a single word to prove it. Your life speaks louder than any insult ever could. People will notice. They will see how far you've come. And without you needing to explain or defend yourself, you have already won. This is power. Not loud, not angry, but quiet, steady, and undeniable. Now, let me share something important. This path is not always easy. Silence in the face of pain can feel like weakness at first. You might want to lash out, to defend yourself. But that's the test. The moment you choose calm over chaos, you take back your power. The moment you choose growth over grudges, you build a future no one can take away. Remember, when you refuse to play their game, you make yourself untouchable. Their words become meaningless. Their actions lose power. And you become unstoppable. So, if you're watching this now and you've been hurt, betrayed, or disrespected, don't rush to fight back. Pause, breathe, choose silence, choose strength, rise quietly, and reign in peace. Because when you live this way, you don't just survive, you thrive. You don't just get by, you conquer. And that is the smartest way to destroy those who hurt you, without saying a word. Keep walking your path. Keep growing every day. Your silence is your victory, and the world will hear it loud and clear. Now, take a moment and think about this. The people who hurt you, they want to see you break. They want to hear you argue back, to get angry, to lose control. But what if the smartest way to win is to stay silent, to rise above, to focus on yourself and your own growth instead of their noise? This is the power of Stoicism, the power to destroy those who hurt you, not with words or fights, but with calm, strength, and silent confidence. Remember, every time you choose peace over drama, you win. Every time you choose self-control over reaction, you become stronger. And every time you choose growth over revenge, you leave your enemies behind in the dust. So, if you're ready to stop wasting your energy on people who don't deserve it, start with this one simple choice. Be silent, be strong, be unstoppable. If this video helped you see that power, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the wisdom that can change your life. Drop a comment below with the words, "I choose silent strength." Let me know you're ready to walk this path with me. Thank you for watching. Stay calm, stay strong, and keep rising.